Hello, and welcome back to another edition of Carrie's Gardening Channel. So today is January the 7th, 2021, and we're going to be planting some fluorescent white Gayfeather seeds today. Now this is also known as Liatris. Now these need light to germinate, so you want to surface sow them, and they need about 70 degrees to germinate. And they germinate in about 21 to 35 days. Now that can be irregular. It just kind of depends on when they decide to germinate. So one thing that will really help these to germinate faster is if you pre-chill your seeds for 2 weeks. And what you do is you take your seeds, you put them in a Ziploc bag, and you put them in the refrigerator 2 weeks prior to planting them. And the longer you let them go, the better it will be. So we're going to get these planted. So I'll be right back. So you can see here what the seeds look like of the Liatris. And these are perennial. They're perennial to zone 3, and they do bloom in their second year. So I won't get to see the blooms of this one this year, but I have grown other species of Liatris, and they produce beautiful spikes of flowers, and they're excellent for cut flower production. So I'm going to finish getting these planted here, and I will be back. Okay, so I have all my seeds planted here. I planted 12 seeds, and I'm not sure if I'm going to plant any more yet. I might. So my next thing to do is to take my spray bottle here, which is being a little temperamental. There we go. I'm just going to spray over the tops of these. Needs more water. I'm going to put these on the floor with a covering over top of them, so they'll get the light that they need. I did not cover my seeds because these are surface sown. One thing with surface sown seeds, you do not want to cover your seed up if it needs light to germinate. Just want to put it on top, firm it into the soil so that it makes nice good contact, so it can get good root contact. And then you want to keep your seed starting mix moist. You don't want it soggy, but you want it moist. So I do recommend checking on it every single day. And I am going to be putting a little covering over this, and I'm going to be putting it on the heated floor. I have radiant heat in my floor. You can use a germination mat and a light setup. I have videos on my channel for how I did my light setups before I had my greenhouses. So you can check those out and see how I started my seeds inside the house before I had the greenhouses. So when these start coming up, I will come back and I will show them to you. Now I am going to label these as soon as I put the camera down, and so I don't get anything mixed up. So we will be back when these start germinating. Okay, so today is January 20th, 2021, and my fluorescent white Gayfeather, which is also known as, I believe it's pronounced Liatris, started germinating on January the 13th. So you can see what the seedling leaves look like here. Now these are darker green. The light coming in from the greenhouse is changing the coloring a little bit. These are a nice green color. But you can see I have more of these coming up. So what I did was I took them off of the heated floor and I put them up on my shelf in the greenhouse. You can see there's another one over here that's just starting to come up through the soil there. Now these do have an irregular germination rate to them. Some will germinate faster than others for the seeds. There's another one starting to germinate right here. So I'm looking forward to getting to see these bloom next year. And when these start getting their true leaves, I will start feeding them. I use 1/4 teaspoon of Miracle-Gro to 1 gallon of water, and I use the all-purpose Miracle Grow plant food, and I feed them once a week with that mixture to help establish the root system in them. And you never want to feed a dry plant. You always want to make sure that your soil is nice and moist. So if you like my video, please like, comment, subscribe. Please don't forget to hit the little notification button. Notifies I put a new video on. You can also follow me on Twitter. I have a link down in the description for my Twitter account. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye.